Don't try this at home.
We're what you call professionals.
So Levi, I saw this awesome movie last week.
Wait, what movie was it?
It was Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
I want to see that so badly.
It was so good, but there was this one scene at the beginning.
No spoilers. Oh, it was at the beginning.
It was
okay.
at the beginning.
All right.
There's one scene at the beginning where Ethan Hunt, the main character, he grabs onto the plane as it takes off. And I want to know, would that be possible?
Dude, I want to know.
Come on, Benji. Benji, open that door!
Come on, come on.
Let's go find out.
Let's go.
So we need some initial information about this plane. It's an A400M plane taking off from the runway. It's going to be traveling at about 400 miles per hour, which equates to 179 meters per second. Also, the air fluid density of just air is 1.225 kilograms per meter cubed, and the surface area of a human from the top side view is about 0.125 meters squared. The force of drag can be found by multiplying 1/2 times the coefficient of drag times the density of the fluid times the area affected times the velocity of the fluid. So if we plug in all our variables as follows, the force of drag equates to about 615 newtons. Okay, so we know that the plane is an A400M and it's traveling at about 400 miles per hour when it's traveling upwards from the runway, right? And so after seeing all those calculations, we figured out that the force is 615 newtons, but I have no idea how we're gonna figure out because we don't have a plane that we can hold on to as it's taking off.
Well, I have an idea. I have a pretty good idea. I think that we should hold on to a pull-up bar and put weight on our shoulders equal to the drag force to see how much we can hold, and if we can hold it for the amount of time that he was holding on for.
That could work. That could totally work.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's see how much it is.
Oh, grip slipping. What was it?
18.98.
18 seconds.
All right, let's see if we can call some muscle to help us out. Hey, Landon. Would you be able to help us out with a small project real quick? Me and Ryan aren't quite strong enough to handle what we took on, so we need your help over here real quick.
Yeah, I'd love to help.
All right, we'll see you soon then?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be on my way right now.
All right, see ya. Hey, what's going on, bro? Good to see you.
Let it fall. Damn! What was that?
24 seconds.
Okay,
So,
nice shot.
after that attempt, Landon thinks he can take it on. The weight wasn't a big deal. It was his grip that was slipping off. So we're gonna see, as a best case scenario, of having some elastic on his hands will help him keep his grip. So let's try it out. And go.
Come on, Benji. Benji, open that door!
Come on, come on. Come on.
Yes, got it! That's the wrong door! Benji, not that door, the other door. The other door, right, yes, the other door. Okay, oh yes, sorry, my bad.
40.
Below 100.
All right, look, I'm gonna open the Parody. How's that?
That makes a huge
Alright.
freaking difference.
That was it.
So after doing all 3 of those trials, I don't necessarily want to be able to say that we can call it confirmed, because we weren't really able to do it the first time through with just holding your bare hands on the bar.
Right.
But even after getting the elastic band on, we were able to do the full 45 seconds, no problem at all. So as a best case scenario, I think it's possible, but I don't want to say you could do it on any single plane any other day.
I think you should call it plausible.
Plausible it is. So another thing that really bothered me about that clip was that he was ascending in the plane that entire time. I mean, wouldn't there be a lack of oxygen going up that high or something?
Yeah, I think it would thin out up there.
I guess we should figure out and see if it's possible or not.
Alright, let's go take a look.
Let's go.
Alright, so in the movie, the plane ascends for about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Your typical A400M plane ascends at about 2,000 feet per minute. That puts Ethan's max altitude at 2,666.7 feet. Now at this altitude, the atmosphere would be about 90% of what it is at sea level. That's about a 10% oxygen loss.
So how are we supposed to test the oxygen levels at 2,500 feet?
I got no idea. I wish there was like a mountain or something around here we could climb to go see and test it.
Hey, remember that snowboarding trip we took last winter?
At Copper Mountain?
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's definitely reasonable that we could be breathing at that altitude.
I mean, heck, we were snowboarding up there, weren't we?
Yep, I think we can call this one confirmed.
Confirmed it is. So I went back and watched the clip, and if you keep watching it for a little bit longer, I noticed there was one scene that just completely boggled my mind. He went ahead and pulled the parachute while he was attached to the crate, while he was still inside the plane, traveling at, again, 400 miles per hour. Isn't that even remotely dangerous? I thought you were supposed to wait till you're actually out of the plane to pull the parachute.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. Let's do some calculations and figure it out.
Let's go to the whiteboard. So from our last section, you saw that the A400M plane, we know that it travels at 400 miles per hour. The typical skydiver experiences 3 to 4 Gs. Now, we have to keep in mind that G-force is not actually a force, it's an acceleration. Since drag force is actually directly related to G-force with the force equals mass times acceleration equation, then we know that they're proportional. If we take a look at our drag force equation, we can see that the drag force is directly proportional to the square of the velocity. So, if we take our two speeds and set up a proportion using the square of the velocities and the g-force, we find that the g-force of pulling the parachute out of the plane is 34.2 Gs. 34.2 Gs? Ryan, what does 34.2 Gs mean?
Let me show you.
Okay, so obviously when you're just standing, you're experiencing 1 G. A nosebleed occurs at about 5 Gs in most people. Fighter pilots are trained to handle 8 to 9 Gs. Most people pass out around 10 Gs, and death tends to occur around 15 Gs, depending on how long you're exposed to it.
Okay, so it's safe to assume that 34.2 Gs is gonna kill you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I guess that one's called busted.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, it was really cool because like if you go back and look at how they recorded the scenes, they actually tied him to the plane whenever they were flying him up in the air. Like, they physically attached him to the side of the plane and used some CGI to get rid of the ropes, and he was actually hanging on the side of the plane as they were recording it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, that definitely is an testament to how its grip strength, that's the limiting factor.
I agree, but you gotta remember that they were holding onto like a metal cargo door. Like, it wasn't like a wooden bar with elastic straps that they were holding onto. I mean, it was...
Right, that can't be comfortable.
Yeah, and what if like a bird flew into you? I mean, there's so many different things that could go wrong with it.
Right, right.
I
so, it's maybe reasonable, but the parachute part is definitely not possible.
Definitely not possible. Definitely busted.
Yeah. No, we should have just both like looked up like, what?
I can totally do that.
34.2 Gs!
I need like a really surprised...
Oh, yeah.
Come
like,
on now. You can do one pull-up.
Wait,
I believe in you, Allison.
Wait, this is how you... It's pull this way or this way?
Either way, whichever way you want.
I'm gonna fall.
Altitude.
I mean, heck, we were snowboarding. We were snowboarding up there, weren't we?
Definitely reasonable that it could be breathing at that altitude.
You were breaking.
You were breaking.
I would have thought you were breaking first.
Don't hurt that.
Okay.